Bread. In God's name, bread. MCC volunteer A.J. Miller remembers arriving at the train station in Zaporozhye, Ukraine. The skeleton-like people lurching toward him, wailing for food. Mennonites in Ukraine were starving. There was war and disease and famine, and they wrote to their brothers and sisters in North America, "Can you help us? Can you help us?" And Mennonites in North America didn't have a history of working together, and they didn't know if they could come together, but in the end they agreed that they could help their brothers and sisters in Ukraine. And that is how MCC began. And so for a period of almost 2 years, MCC was feeding 25,000 people every day. When I was in Ukraine, I had a chance to visit one of the very first Mennonite feeding stations. And at a memorial nearby, we remembered the people served and the volunteers with a simple meal, much like what would have been prepared for these feeding stations: bread, porridge, and hot cocoa. And MCC is still here, still working with churches and other partners. One partner is the New Life Charitable Fund. And we had a chance to meet a family who lived in the conflict zone, a family who didn't want to leave because of their severely disabled daughter. But eventually, the fighting came to their neighborhood and they had to flee to the basement. And when they were able to come up out of the basement after the bombing had stopped, their roof was entirely gone, and all that greeted them was the sky above. New Life is helping them with utility payments and food parcels and medicine and much more. Another partner of MCC's is the Zaporozhye Baptist Union, who is distributing material aids to people in need, displaced families and others. They say they want to help people have a new chance in life, and that they couldn't do what they do without MCC's help. We visited a family, and the mother told us how much these material resources meant to her family and how much they helped give them hope for the life ahead. Says the prophet in Lamentations, "Do not close your ear to my cries for help, but give me relief." For almost 100 years now, MCC has been providing the bread of the Lord's compassion and the abundance of God's steadfast love to people in need in Ukraine and all over the world.